What's up, guys? It's Ramon from NyneBlockGaming&Collectibles coming at you with another review. This time, it is going to be a assembly, disassembly, and a complete know-how of an instructional video of how to put together the Qqlam body kit, which is the torn shirt for Goku. So the one pictured is the more torn version, and you also get, it comes in this plastic bag here, a second one that looks like this, which is a slightly torn. This is almost identical to the SS2. It has a little more finer detail on it. It looks a little better with the sculpt. And then you get this one that we don't have any releases for. So I'll quickly go over it. So what you do is when you have your torso, all you do is you take your torso, and I will show you on this figure here. Never mind this absolutely horrible render. I was just throwing something together. You take your torso here and you turn this piece. When you do, it'll crack open the upper torso. So here is the upper torso. When you turn, it'll split this guy in half. As you can see, the pegs are actually broken in there, but it's easy to reassemble with some glue. It'll stick together like so it still stays together, in case you'd actually want to reuse it. I have a bunch of Gokus. The first one I did so I wouldn't break it. My advice to you, if you don't want to, is put it in hot water first. That way the pegs are somewhat pliable and they'll pull out, because that's all it is. It's pegged in right here in each of these holes. There you can see the peg. It just slides in. Small ones on top and bottom, clicks into place, and then it stays put together fairly nicely. Alright, so what you will end up with, I didn't glue this together yet, you will need glue, is your open chest cavity for where you put this together. So you slide that through that piece there. And as you can see, there's supposed to be something here. It is this little piece. And then you put a silver screw. This is how it comes apart as well. So you unscrew a small silver screw I just sent flying across the room. And you screw that in. You're going to need force. It is not, there's no pilot hole for it. So you're going to have to force that down in, screw that in. You can see the screw there. That attaches the torso to the arm, so there is no wobble. The first one I put together, you don't need that. But if you just assemble this torso together, it does allow a little bit of movement in the upper torso. Once it's posed, it's not going to be that much of an issue. But these things look amazing. Look at that sculpt. Now this can be used on the SS Blue Target or the full power Goku. I'm sure it can work on other Gokus as well. I haven't tried it. Those are your cheap ones, so when you want to crack your torso apart, you're not using an expensive figure to do it. And this is the sculpt you end up with for this one. I will quickly grab the other sculpt because I have one put together. Here is the other sculpt. There is nothing different with the back compared to your regular. So that is my custom there, windy hair Goku with that sculpt. And it looks absolutely phenomenal. These are great. Another thing you have to do, and I will teach you a fix in case you have the problem I did, of these shoulder pads are removable. They remove out of peg holes. Here are the originals. So you see that peg? I can quickly show you. Here's another Qqlam. Spoiler alert for the next video. That head sculpt. And you simply push down on the arm and pull here. Once you do, see how it is now loose from the peg hole? You just remove the sleeve from the arm and then you plug the other one in. Well, unfortunately, see now it's plugged back in. It's just as simple as that. Mine came with pegs that were too small. And they still are a little loose, but they still hold poses. No matter where I put it, it'll hold up a pose. See that? It shakes down. It's still a little loose. And I plan on fixing that again. So all I did is I took some super glue and I glued the peg hole ever so slightly, let it dry, plugged it in, and saw if it stayed put. Because before it would just fall down. No shaking involved at all, it would just fall down. So you add some glue to it, and now it'll, if I want it right there, it stays there. If I want it right here, it stays there, stays there. As you can see, it'll stay wherever I want it, and it holds its pose. I would like it to be a little tighter. I plan on doing that. So that is all you have to do to put these together. Remember, twist at the torso. Let's focus in. Twist at the torso. It'll crack this guy open. Take this, put it on. This part is optional, but I suggest doing it even though I didn't with my first. And, you know, screw that screw into the hole. Remove the shoulders, the sleeves from the shoulders. Re-put them back on. And then all you got to do is you take some glue and dab it into these holes so when it sockets in, it dries. And hold it in place for a little bit while the glue sets. And you will have a complete Qqlam torso setup. Now that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it makes it easier if you bought these torso kits for your Goku to put them together. But that is everything, and I see you guys later.